Hello everybody, this is Trucking with Sir Mel. And on today's video, sitting in a little traffic backup, I want to share you my random thoughts as a over-the-road truck driver. But before we get into all that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you can know when I post. My goal is to post at least one video every day. We growing, we seeing some growth. I'm thankful and blessed to have you along this journey with me. We gonna grow and learn together. We all got something to learn out here. The first thing I want to touch on is trip planning. For this very reason, this is one reason why, as a truck driver, it's essential to trip plan. You can't plan on accidents. You can't. You know, there's no way of me knowing this accident was going to happen on this day, on this trip, at this time. That's not even possible. But if you plan your trips, let's say while you're getting loaded, or when you get dispatched, you may still be on your break. You can allow yourself 2, 3, 4 hour cushion, so you have time to account for these things. It's essential. It is. To being productive, on time, and maximizing your earnings as an over-the-road truck driver. A dispatcher may look and say, okay, you could do it, but he may not know the terrain you got to face. He may not know, hey, that route ain't really feasible. You can look at that and call him and say, hey, that's not going to work because I can't go that way. There's a little bridge on that route, or, whatever. Okay, we may need to change the routing. Okay, we may need to put this on another driver. We may need to set up a relay because you can't be late all the time. Now, things are going to happen out of your control where you planned and you had one of them trips, it went south. It's nothing you could do about that. That's going to happen. But there are loads and there are companies that track your on-time percentage. I remember I worked for a company and we had a good load, and I'm like, I noticed the load didn't come up for a while, and I'm like, hey, what happened to that load? Oh, we lost it. We dropped below 97% as a company on-time delivery, and they took it from us. We can't be late on that load. It not only affects you, it affects your company, it affects your fellow co-drivers, and I'll be honest, when you late for no reason, it's selfish. It's one of my pet peeves. My mom used to tell me as a kid, if you're on time, son, you're late. I don't care if you got to get there 30, 45 minutes early, sit in the parking lot until it's time to go in. I was always a driver. I really don't have to do this now because we have open windows, but I was always a driver that I'll call a shipper or receiver. Hey, can I pick up early? Can I deliver early? That way, that maximized my potential on the road. That maximized my earnings. I could get this load off and be headed towards the next load. Call my dispatcher, hey, they're going to take me early. Go ahead and start looking for me something. Okay, boom. I'm on time. Because if you're on time and I'm late, or I'm on time and you're late, and we're sitting in the same place and there's only one load, and it's a customer that can't be late, and it's got to be reliable, and it's got to be done legally and right, guess who they going to call? They're going to call the driver who ain't late. They're going to call the driver who ain't tearing up stuff. They're going to call the driver they know going to get the job done the correct way. If you're the driver that's late, you're going to be sitting there waiting on the load. So this is why I want and to stress it's important to plan your loads and your trips out for this very reason. I have my CB going, so I know there's a wreck up ahead, but you got 4 lanes coming down to 1. And that's a lot to do. That's a lot to have happen, so it's going to take a little time. That was my first thought. My second thought was, after running the road for so many years, I looked at my health and I can acknowledge it has deteriorated. I'm overweight. I can't move like I used to. My knees hurting, and having good health is essential to keeping this job because you got to be able to pass a physical. If your blood pressure's high, I believe it's type 2 diabetes where you're shooting insulin, you can't get a medical card. Sleep apnea, all these things, some of them contribute to being overweight. Not all, because you could be skinny and have diabetes. I understand that. You could be skinny and have high blood pressure. But the lifestyle that we live doing this job, it helps lead to that obesity. It helps lead to those high cholesterols, high sugar, because we're always on the go. We stop at the truck stop, get fuel, run in, grab some Wendy's. We on our way. That's not good. So for me, I have to stress on getting back in the gym, getting out walking when I park, or I'm going to show you guys here in the upcoming video how I cook on the truck. I got a microwave. I got 2 different cookers, how I make healthy meals to give me some better alternatives to get this weight off. And I've noticed when I'm working out and I'm getting this weight off and I'm feeling good, I'm sleeping good, my mood is better, my energy is better. I could be a better productive driver. When you ain't sleeping good and stuff like that, you're unsafe, man. You're not. It's not even about falling asleep. You're just not as attentive as you need to be. And it happens, trust me. So these are things that are important to me and everybody else. We all see it. We've been doing this long enough. There's a lot of heavy people driving truck. I'm one of them. So I want to do what I can to be a better me, a better driver, but also be around and be able to enjoy my kids, my grandkids when they come, and just have a great life. I spend all this time and energy working, and I'm like, man, I can't even move around like I need to. It's things like that lead to wearing you out mentally, but it don't have to be that way. I see people working out beside their truck in the truck stop. It's all about wanting to do it and actually getting it done. And for me, stop making excuses. I'm going to be tired. Oh, man, I'm tired. Nah, get up, get walking, get moving. You'll feel better. I notice when I walk and get moving around, put me some good music on, get a fresh breath of air, get out of that truck. It's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And I'm thankful. And I'm like, man, this wasn't that bad at all. And so that's things that we got to work at as truckers, as being, more proactive, more active, physically. Now, some people have jobs that are physical. I had a job where I unloaded tires, for Discount Tire. That was a physical job. I was in and out of the truck all day. Now I'm just driving. So it's more important for me to get out and get moving. Like I said, these are just random thoughts that I have of the trucking industry. And another thought is just selfishness. It scares me I see it at the fuel island. Guys will pull up to the fuel island, not even getting fuel, and drive straight through the fuel island. Not even acknowledging if somebody's walking parallel to the trucks, they're going to get ran over. That's how people get hit. Parking lots. I see them flying through the parking lots, and I'm like, man, all it takes is for somebody to step out, not really be paying attention, and you're going to run clean over them. There's no reason to be in a warehouse 45, 50 mile an hour. Truck stop, 30. It's uncalled for, it's unsafe, and it's 100% preventable. Slow down so you can see what's going on. It scares me. I ain't even going to say the new drivers. Just the way trucking is going now, it truly scares me of how selfish everything has become. You'll see it in traffic. And I used to be one of those guys. Oh, that car's not getting over in front of me. Oh, no, that truck's not getting in front of me. It's stressful to keep them out. Look, car just got out in front of me right here. They're going to get in. Trucks are going to do it. Just let them in. It's not going to cost you nothing but a couple seconds. It's better than hitting that car or that truck. You're sitting on the side of the road filling out an accident report. You got to call into your company and tell them what happened. Now you got a ding on your driver file. Man, just let them have it. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt them. It'll just let them go on about their business. And you'll live to fight another day, and you'll be less stressed. I just sit back, enjoy it, enjoy the breeze. I've noticed now that I'm a little older, I'm not a lot older, I'm 34, but I got a head full of gray hair. I ain't saying this job has contributed to that, but I ain't trying to add to it no quicker than what I need to. So I just let them have it, man. Let them get in there. It's okay. I don't do the traffic control stuff. I ain't blocking lanes and all that. That's just my personal preference. I got my opinion about it. If you do it, that's on you. I'm not looking down on you. I'm not going to speak down on you. Everybody got their own prerogative. Everybody got their own way they like to operate their vehicle. Hey, no harm, no foul, man. We all have the same goal in mind, and that is to work and provide for our families to make it back home safely and not hurt anyone else or hurt ourselves. This accident we're coming up on now, a truck caught on fire. I've been in a truck fire. It's not fun. It'll rattle you. It'll shake you. It'll change your perspective on things. Let me just say that. So I want everybody to just be as safe as you can be. Your family is counting on you to get home safely. Not only to keep ourselves safe, but to keep the general motoring public safe as well. I know it only takes you 2-3 weeks to get your CDL, but we are a skilled profession. And I'm noticing that we're not acting like it, man. I see trucks. I was coming out of Buffalo. I seen a truck tailgating a car and blowing the horn and everything. And it's like, man, like if that car was God forbid, to have a flat or need to slow down or just something bad happens, you going to prison, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth you going to prison over. Sit back and relax. Would you want somebody tailgating your family like that? I know I wouldn't. I would be upset to no beyond. These trucks are dangerous and they kill people, and I don't know how as an industry we've gotten here, and I don't want to hear hours of service, because that's no excuse. Them hours shouldn't make you run like that. It's no excuse, man. It's really not. It's sad. It's really sad. This is just some random thoughts I have for me. Even in traffic here, I got plenty of space on that car in front of me. If somebody came up and got in there, cool. Hey, it's no harm, no foul. Take it. It's yours. You needed it more than I did at that moment. I got plenty of space in case something happens, you know. This is just things I want, kind of a few thoughts I want people to think about. I'm sharing my thoughts. If you got any thoughts to share with me, any tips, any skills, I don't know it all, please comment and let me know. Let me know what thoughts you have on the road. How is the road treating you? Is this something you want to do forever? Are you looking to go local? What are your thoughts? You know, do you like exercising? What exercise tips do you have? I want to try some of y'all's exercise tips. Help me get this weight off. You know, we in this together. As a trucking family, we in this together. Those are just 2 or 3 random thoughts I had during this traffic. I hope everybody stays safe. Hope everybody make it home as safe as possible. You got people at home waiting on you, depending on you. I don't want anybody to have to get that phone call. So let's do what we need to do out here. So this is today's video, Trucking with Shamil. I'm going to be out. Everybody have a safe, wonderful, productive day. And I'll catch everybody on the next video.